Welcome back to J&J Pick'em. My name is Josh.
And my name is Juan.
Last week, we seen the Commanders upset the Lions. Now they're playing the Eagles. This might be the first time we see a rookie quarterback make it to a Super Bowl. And for our AFC Championship, I'm so excited for this game. We got Mahomes versus Josh Allen. We see this matchup every year, and we're going to see again the winner of that game makes it to a Super Bowl and plays either Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts. I'm so excited for what's coming up next, and we're going to let you guys know who's making the Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Let's get right into these picks. For Sunday Night Football, we got a great AFC matchup. We got the Bills versus the Chiefs. The winner of this game plays the winner of the NFC Championship. This is going to be a great matchup. This is what we always look forward to. And honestly, a lot of people had this being their AFC rematch. We got the Bills versus Chiefs, Mahomes versus Josh Allen, fourth time in a row. But you know what? The Chiefs, they're 3-0. Mahomes is against Josh Allen in the playoffs. But anything could happen. I feel like the Bills are improved. They're a lot better. Josh Allen in contention for winning MVP, and after being Lamar Jackson, honestly, he's an MVP this season, and he's doing it with nobody. The one player I want to talk about is Amari Cooper. I know we're always like joking and messing around, like where is he? But like literally, dude, like where is he, bro?
Wait, he went to the Bills? I didn't even know that.
Bro, 0 yards, I believe. He's the number one, but he doesn't feel like the number one. Shakir's the number one. I feel like he has to keep doing that number one role. He has to keep being that guy for Josh Allen, because if he's not, I don't trust Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid. I don't trust these guys. The only other person I trust is James Cook, and I feel like he could do good. But honestly, those linebackers for the Chiefs are pretty good. Nick Bolton, Dre Tranquil, I feel like they're good linebackers. And honestly, Joe Mixon did have a great game against them last week, 88 yards. But I feel like they could stop James Cook, but it's kind of hard, though. James Cook is a good running back. Like we say, he's always cooking. But the real question is, can you stop Josh Allen? Can you stop him in the run? He had two rushing touchdowns last week, and I feel like it's gonna be hard. You know, he's a really tall he's basically a running back.
Yeah, he's hard to take down,
dude. It's like Lamar Jackson on the Ravens. You know his value as a running back, and Josh Allen has the same value for the Bills, especially if he's not gonna throw the ball a lot.
And now that they're able to run the ball even easier, it's gonna be harder to get a stop on him,
and it's gonna just open up the pass game too, and it's gonna make it very easy for the Bills. I feel like the Bills offensively could get it done. I feel like it's just their defense. I feel like they struggle a little bit. We seen it against the Ravens. They almost lost to the Ravens. If Mark Andrews caught that ball, it would have been a tie game.
Honestly, I feel like the Ravens kind of sold themselves. They had 3 turnovers.
Yep.
I think it was 2 fumbles, 1 interception. And the Chiefs, it's a different team. This is a team that comes in and does not make mistakes in the playoffs.
That's very true. The Bills last week against the Ravens, I think they allowed 10 yards per pass. If you do that against Mahomes, bro, it's going to be pretty crazy. It's not going to work out for you. As for the Chiefs, I feel like in the playoffs, they're a different animal. They're such a great team, especially, we say this every week. I think you know what I'm going to say. When you have the refs on your side, you're always going to win, especially in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes has been horrible statistically, but in the fourth quarter, he always gets the wins because of the ref. And I know people are saying, like, oh, you guys always talk about the refs, but, dude, you can't bet against them. And, like, it's the flags. Like,
any 50-50 call, it's going favored to the Chiefs, no matter what.
So for this game, if the Chiefs make it a 1-possession game in the fourth quarter, they're gonna win because of the refs. It's true. This year we have seen 1-possession games by the Chiefs, and in the fourth quarter they always win those games. It's crazy, especially at home. The Chiefs are 12-0. They're past 12 games in Arrowhead. Arrowhead is a really hard stadium to win at. And Mahomes in the playoffs, I always say this, it's different. He doesn't turn over the ball. He gets touchdowns. And the one person I want to talk about is Travis Kelce. This regular season, he's been horrible, but I feel like he's a really good tight end in the playoffs. We've seen it last week. He put over 100 receiving yards, and he's going to do the same thing against the Bills, especially with their linebackers struggling. They did get turnovers this last game, but I feel like they allowed too many yards, especially to 2 tight ends, Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. So you know Travis Kelce as a tight end is going to get a lot of receiving yards. But the thing I also want to talk about, DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, and Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 targets, 0 yards, bro. Who steps up if Travis Kelce can't get the ball?
I think Xavier Worthy's the player that steps up besides Travis Kelce, besides Travis Kelce, who, he's that player that no matter what, he's always going to get the ball. And there's no way you go into a playoff game, 1 game away from the championship, and you don't target Travis Kelce.
That's very true. And Xavier Worthy's that deep threat. I feel like they got to get him going. But, I kind of like the cornerbacks from the Bills. Rasul Douglas is pretty good. But I feel like their safeties, they don't do that great of a job of getting really good coverage. But honestly, for this game, Call me crazy. I got the Chiefs winning this matchup. I think they're the better team. And I feel like once you got the refs, you're always going to win the game. And honestly, people don't understand how big home field advantage is.
Yeah.
Arrowhead is so hard to play in, especially when Taylor Swift, Caitlin Clark is there at the game. It's
They're
gonna be
undefeated
tough.
at home. I think they're like 11-0 at home.
Bruh, Taylor Swift has more Super Bowl wins than
Another
Josh
thing,
Allen, bro. So.
every time Taylor Swift has been at a Chiefs playoffs game, they've always won. So she's probably going to be there too.
Yeah. So I got the Chiefs winning. Spread is -2. I got the Chiefs covering the spread. And for the over/under, you guys are gonna be surprised. I don't think it's gonna be a low scoring game, but I don't think the over is gonna hit. I feel like defenses are gonna play a lot better. Especially, remember this: Trent McDuffie is gonna lock up the wide receiver 1 for the Bills. I love Trent McDuffie. I love the secondary for the Chiefs. I forgot to talk about Chris Jones and I always forget his name. It's the other DN for the Chiefs. I don't know his name, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it, but those two guys, he got 3 sacks last week against the Texans, against CJ Stroud. I love their D-line. I feel like if their defense steps up, they're going to win this game. So final score, dude, I'm going to say a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 21-17. I got the Chiefs winning. The under's going to hit, and honestly, this is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, for this one, honestly, it's going to be a great matchup. We've seen this 3 times already.
Yep.
Every single time Patrick Mahomes has came out with the win.
Yep.
And, I mean, I feel like you're at a point where you got to realize history always repeats itself.
Dude, I was saying that today,
The Bills went to 4 Super Bowls in a row, and they lost all 4.
Yep.
They're going 3 times. This is the 4th one against the Chiefs and Mahomes. It's going to be the 4th time they lose. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. I feel like Patrick Mahomes, he's a great quarterback. He's MVP. No, not MVP, but he's that. He's gonna be a legend
in the playoffs.
In the
he's
NFL,
MVP.
and yeah, like you said, in the playoffs, he's an unstoppable player. With Travis Kelce, you know he's gonna ball out no matter what. Put the over on all the player props for Travis Kelce. I feel like he's that player that has to step up for this team,
And he will.
And yeah, he like you said last week, the Ravens 2 tight ends balled out.
Yeah.
This week, Travis Kelce was the number 1. I would say number 1 tight end in the number 1 tight end in the NFL. He's gonna ball out again. And yeah, I feel like I said, history always repeats itself.
Yep.
It's hard to bet against Josh Allen, who's having an MVP season.
He's having a great season.
And I just feel like there gets to a point where your receivers, they're not gonna be able to step up every single time.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, he's gonna be playing his heart out, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get the win. Patrick Mahomes, he always has the refs on his side. He's gonna have them again. And honestly, it's kind of hard to bet against the refs. You don't want to get up
Super
against
hard,
the refs
bro.
because you're gonna be watching that game and you're gonna be like, why did I bet against them? And yeah, it's just not a good sign for them. James Cook, he's gonna ball out for the Bills. Josh Allen's gonna have a great game. For this one, I think the score is gonna be like, I'm gonna say 27-24. So is that the over?
Yeah, the over will hit. That'll be 51 points.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the over, and the spread is minus.
It's
2.
-2 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, yeah, 27-24. I think the Chiefs cover the spread, but like I said, I think it's gonna come down to a last minute.
100%.
This always comes down to a last minute.
Every single time.
Every single game.
It could probably even go to overtime, bro.
Overtime would be crazy. Good
That
thing
would
the
be
overtime,
amazing.
the rules changed. And another thing, I don't know if you remember that game when the Chiefs played against the Niners. The Chiefs knew the overtime rules
yeah.
in the playoffs. This is a team that the playoffs is not new to them.
They're
They know the
experienced.
rules. Playoffs rules are different from the regular season. And if you're able to understand that, it's mind games and you're able to beat a team with that. And yeah, for this one, I think the Chiefs come out with the win. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes, the refs are always on his side. And that's one big reason why I'm going with them. Because if not, Josh Allen, he's been having that great season. And he's an obvious player. But come on, the refs always help him out.
I just want to say, last week we did choose the Ravens, and we were going against Josh Allen, and we said Josh Allen could win any type of game. It's still going to be a one-possession game. Josh Allen could still win this game. I could easily see it happening. But I just want to say one thing. When it comes to the Chiefs, this is not J&J Pick'em. This is Josh talking right now. I want you guys, I'm begging you guys right now, take the Chiefs this game. This is me telling you guys are going to win money. You can't bet against the refs. I learned my lesson. Don't bet against Mahomes in the playoffs. The only time I bet against Mahomes was against Tom Brady, and he's the GOAT. But whenever Patrick Mahomes plays anyone else, he always wins. I'm telling you guys will make money if you bet on the Chiefs, and that's my take on this. And I would 100% guarantee that the Chiefs are winning this game. Call me crazy, but we both got the Chiefs winning this matchup. I think it's gonna be a great game, though. For Sunday, we got an NFC matchup. We got the Commanders versus the Eagles. I think this would be a very good matchup. We have a rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, versus the veteran Jalen Hurts. I think Jaden Daniels has a really good chance of taking the Commanders to a Super Bowl and winning this game. He played amazing last week against the Lions, and honestly, that's a pretty good team. I feel like they have a decent defense, and Jaden Daniels, he sliced them up like Swiss cheese, but he did pretty good. And it wasn't just him. Terry McLaurin had a great game. Dwami Brown, he's an X factor for that team, and I feel like if he steps up this game, he's gonna have to. They have a good chance of winning because Quinyon Mitchell, really good cornerback for the Eagles. He was out last game, but he says that even though he has an injury, he's still gonna play this game. He's gonna be against Terry McLaurin. I feel like that's an amazing matchup right there. I don't know who's gonna win that matchup, but I think Dwami Brown as wide receiver 2, it's his game to step up and to carry this team, especially in the receiving game. And Austin Eckler, I like how Austin Eckler is playing for this team. Dual threat running back. He could catch the ball, run the ball, and Brian Robinson Jr. had 2 touchdowns. Dude, I feel like he's one of the most inconsistent running backs, but last game he did amazing. As for the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, I don't know what else I could say. Like, Saquon Barkley's carrying the Eagles. 7.9 yards per carry last week. And for the Commanders, they allowed Jahmyr Gibbs to have 7.5 carries, 7.5 yards per carry. So if the Eagles run the ball, I feel like they're going to win just like they always do because the Commanders have no run defense. We've seen it against Jahmyr Gibbs last week. But if Jalen Hurts could throw the ball, the Eagles are going to win this game because Jalen Hurts only had 128 passing yards last week. The week before that, he only had 131 passing yards. They don't throw the ball. I know AJ Brown's mad, bro. In the regular season, he was pissed.
He's too busy reading a book.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I know he's been mad that he's not getting the ball. So I feel like it's interesting what Devontae Smith is going to do because if AJ Brown can't get it going, Devontae Smith is the guy who has to get the ball. I know Dallas Goedert led the team last week in receiving with 58 yards, but I feel like they got to do a lot more outside of running the ball, especially against Jaden Daniels because he's going to pass the ball a lot. So there's going to be a high scoring game. I got the over 47.5. I feel like the final score is going to be something crazy, but it's going to be like 38 to 31. I got the Eagles winning this matchup. Honestly, I don't want them to win, but they're playing at home. It might snow again. I don't know if it's gonna snow, but if it does, they have all the pieces for success. Run the ball. You don't have to throw the ball a lot, and you have a great defense that could get sacks. And if you sack a rookie quarterback like Jaden Daniels, I feel like you're gonna win this game. I also got -6. I feel like they're gonna cover the spread. But honestly, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jaden Daniels win this game. They're going to throw the ball a lot, and I feel like this is going to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, for this one, it's going to be a great matchup. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. For this one, it's a hard choice. The Eagles, I'm not a big fan of this team. They took out my team out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to go up against them, I think I'm going to have to go with the Eagles this week.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, he's a rookie quarterback. We always talk about rookie quarterbacks having no success, but he's 2-0 in the playoffs
Crazy.
as a rookie quarterback, which is a crazy stat for him. Another thing is McLaurin. He stepped up for this team so much.
Amazing.
And honestly, I called it last week. I said the Commanders have the team to beat the Lions, who are the number 1 team
You called it.
in the
You said
NFC.
it.
You think they're not going to be able to stop a division rival, which they've already beat once this season?
They did.
It's going to be a great game. Like I said, McLaurin, he's that number 1 target for him. And I feel like now that he actually has a good quarterback, he's showing that he's a really good player. What's the other receiver? Brown?
Dwami Brown did good.
So the first game, he got a touchdown, I think like 70 yards.
Yes.
He stepped up again last week, and I think he led
90
the team.
90
Yeah,
something
he led
yards.
in receiving.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it's the Eagles. They're great. Their offensive line is great. They buy Jalen Hurts time. Although Jalen Hurts sucks at passing the ball.
Yeah.
If you're an Eagles fan, you got to know Jalen Hurts isn't that great of a passer.
Yeah, and honestly, for this game, I feel like it might come down to who could pass the ball more because we've seen it. The Commanders passed a lot last week, and Jared Goff had to keep up.
If the Commanders keep passing the ball and scoring touchdowns, the Eagles are not going to be able to keep up running the ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to pass it at some point, and we've seen that Jalen Hurts can't get it done. I sound like a hater right now, but it's true.
And that's one way that the Commanders can also get that win.
And another thing, Jalen Hurts got sacked 7 times last week.
That's crazy.
So if the Commanders put any pressure and they start scoring points, I feel like they could run off with this win.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley over 200 yards. I think the last time they played, bro, Saquon Barkley went off, and I feel like Saquon Barkley in the playoffs. The Eagles brought in Saquon Barkley because he's that missing piece to the offense to go and win a Super Bowl, and I feel like he's been balling out. with the offensive line they have right now, he can literally go for a huge run without even getting touched. This offensive line is amazing. I think Saquon Barkley's gonna, end up beating this team. It's gonna be close. And at the end of the game, almost we've seen this every week.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley at the end of the game
Getting
runs
a huge run every single
and
time.
finishes off a team. And I think that's exactly what's gonna happen here. Commanders are gonna, stay close, we'll keep the game close, and at the end, Saquon Barkley is going to do his thing. He's going to go off. I'm not a fan of the Eagles, but you got to respect them. They're a great team, and that defense is crazy. Jaden Daniels, he has my respect. He's a rookie quarterback. I'm not a big fan of rookie quarterbacks, but him, I think he's playing like a veteran.
Yeah.
Don't count him out. For this one, the spread is minus six.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, Saquon Barkley gets that last-minute touchdown, and that's why I think they're going to cover the spread. 47.5, easily over. This is a high-scoring team with the Commanders. Eagles are going to have to keep up, and like I said, Eagles are going to come out with the win.
What's your score prediction if you had to guess the score?
Score prediction, I'm going to say 38-31.
Bro, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, yeah?
That's going to be crazy, bro. Dude, we expect a crazy game, bro.
It's going to be a crazy matchup. Just know these teams are going to be putting up lots of points.
Yeah.
Commanders, don't count them out. Jaden Daniels is a great quarterback, and he can do things to the...
And this, we could be witnessing history. This will be the first time a rookie quarterback ever makes a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a great game. We both got the Eagles winning this matchup. Let us know who you guys think is going to win this game.
Thank you for watching another week of J&J Pick'em. We got the NFC Championship, the AFC Championship,
Yes, sir.
Mahomes versus Allen, Daniels versus Hurts. We're going to find out who's going to be going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. The next video is going to be crazy. We're going to be giving you our Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, this is an exciting week of football. I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's where we tell you guys 1 hour before game time if we switch any of our picks. And also, thank you guys for all the support. I feel like we don't say this all the time, but you guys are giving us a lot of love, giving us a lot of views, and we're getting really close to 4K subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. This was Josh.
This was Juan.
And this was J&J Pick'em.